Paris. I've never been to Paris. There's only three things about Paris I know. Baguettes, the Eiffel Tower, and the Notre Dame Cathedral, which doesn't really even count since I go to USC, and there's a certain Notre Dame University in the United States. So when I was assigned to research about the Pompidou Center in Paris, I was like, what's that? But after researching it, it turns out it's a pretty cool place to learn about. The Pompidou Center is a French building in the high-tech style of architecture that houses the National Museum of Modern Art, a library, and a music performance center. One day, a French president in 1971 named Georges Pompidou wanted to build a modern art museum that was, quote, an architectural and urban complex that would mark this century. He had an open competition and two architects won. Italian architect Renzo Piano and British architect Richard Rogers. Together they had this ingenious plan for the museum. They planned to basically flip the building inside out, kind of like when you wear your t-shirt inside out, like this. Now why would they do that? Maybe they were crazy. After all, they were architects. But mainly they wanted to create an open space inside the building. In other words, they wanted to get rid of all the service and infrastructure stuff on the inside, put it on the outside, and voila, all this open space on the inside to host all the cool art in the world, particularly modern art. Talk about flexible. And it was pretty interesting in design too, not to mention unprecedented. The exterior steel exoskeleton was shown, as well as the servicing shafts. They were even color-coded. Pretty cute, huh? Red was for elevators, yellow for electricity, green for water, and blue for the AC. But of course, it was a crazy idea to flip the building inside out. It came from architects. What do you expect? The French conservative community outside of the building at first didn't like it very much, and because it was so radical, they got pretty mad. After all, this is France. They thought even it was ugly, but in time, they came to slowly like the museum. Now they love it. It even gets more visitors than the Notre Dame Cathedral. Anyways, I wish I could draw out the building, but I'm not skilled to do it in a 3-minute video. So I found this great report. It's called Precedent 1, Senator Georges Pompidou. Pretty good, huh? Well written, and it has a lot of cool pictures. At least you can see what it looks like. Well, that wraps up what I learned about the Pompidou Center. I guess Paris is kinda cool, huh? So yeah, there you go. The end.